Hey guys, thank you for joining me on figuring out what exactly this indicator assignment is. You are with me and Abby, my very elderly Sheltie, in an office together. So if you hear crying or panting, it's not coming from me, it's coming from the puppy. For our indicator assignment, our final project, it will be due on Friday of early week. So hopefully when we are finished with this week, you are completely finished with this course. Now, this is different than I've done in the past. This is the different part. You are going to present something to me on Friday. If it is not completely on point, I'm going to say redo it. I'm not going to give you a B or a C. I'm going to say try again, because I want you to be able to master this concept to use in your classroom, not just receive a grade. So it's really important that you look at this document that is on Canvas, and also look at the rubric, because you want to do it right the first time so you don't have to do it multiple times, because I am going to have you do it over and over and over again until it is fantastic. And there's a couple different components for it. If you looked at the one of the videos that went over the syllabus, it shows that this is worth 100 points. And down here it shows that this is worth 50 points. You have two parts of this. The first one is the reading suitcase itself, and the second part is your infomercial that you are going to make with it. Now, this is a really great activity that you will be using in your classrooms year after year. And so I want to make sure that you produce it in a way that you can put on your professional website and really show principals, hey, this is something that I can do to connect with my community, connect with my parents, my grandparents, to partner with them, to really collaborate with them on how to raise our children the best way we can. So this reading suitcase, let's dive into this and look at it a bit. First thing you're going to do is you're going to identify a grade level. It says that up here. You can choose anything between kindergarten through 5th grade. Choose the grade level or around the grade level that you really see yourself working in. If, let's say, you choose a 3rd grade reading suitcase to make and you end up doing 4th grade, that's okay, because as a 5th grade teacher, I taught kids who were on a kindergarten reading level all the way up until a 9th grade reading level. So you will use this no matter what grade you are teaching. So you're going to first choose a grade level. The next thing you're going to do is establish a theme, something you're already interested in. Maybe you already have some books that you really like about a certain subject. Themes could be something about cooking or nature, the American Revolution, snakes, bears, any theme will work. I did write down holidays, but please be careful with this one, as that could turn off a lot of people. You could do something multicultural, and then the holidays would be, winter holidays or President's Day or something that is celebrated in a public school. Okay, so you're going to establish grade level, a theme, and then you're going to brainstorm age-appropriate books and activities, because if you look down here, you're going to need to have 3 books for this activity, and you're going to need to have a total of 4 different activities to partner with these books for your families to do. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is create a suitcase of activities for families to complete together at home. Now, if this was you were in the classroom teaching, you would actually get a book bag or a canvas bag, something to send home with all of these books and all of these activities, and you would actually send it home with the parents. You would send home everything they needed. So if it was a pencil, you would send home a pencil, because the idea of this activity, this reading suitcase, is making sure that the kids have appropriate literary activities at home. Now, many of your kids that you are going to teach don't have books at home. They don't have activities to do with their parents. It might be financial. It might be their parents have decided to buy them toys instead. It might be the parents just don't know what they should buy to help out academically at home. So this is a resource that you're going to be able to send home with your kids. Now, you're in college, and so I see no reason for you to buy 3 books for this class and a bunch of resources. So how you're going to turn it into me is through a PDF. And so you are going to put everything in a digital reading suitcase for me. And then when you get your classroom, you can pull all those items together if you would like to put it into a real bag. Okay, so something they're going to complete together at home, you're going to combine it into an attractive PDF document. That's really important. When you put anything up on your website, and I expect this would be up on your website, or when you share it with any principal, they're not just looking at the context, the stuff that is in the assignment or the thing you've created. They're going to be looking at how you've created it. Spelling, fonts, colors, how well is it organized? Is there a cover page? Is there a table of contents? How well is it put together? Okay, so all those things that you need to be thinking about. So for your reading suitcase, if you go down there, you're going to see that you get points for all of these different things. So you get 5 points just if I can tell what the clearly identifiable theme is. Realistically, on your cover page, if it's about elephants, put a picture of an elephant on your cover page to make sure that it appears to be something that's attractive, that you spent time on it. You get 5 points for clear directions and explanation of activities for parents. You're going to get 5 points for the 3 different books that you choose, and then the pre-written questions for parents. You're going to get points for a reading activity, a writing activity, a math activity, and then a science or a social studies activity. So you've chosen your grade level, you've chosen your theme. The next thing I would do is choose the 3 books that you want to use. Please do not make the mistake of saying, here's a book on elephants that I've never read before, okay? You need to check them out from the library. Make sure that you understand those books really, really well, because these pre-written questions, it needs to be typed up and say, on page 4 of the book that you're reading to your child, after this specific word, ask this question. So you need to have very specific questions to go with each book. From there, you're going to think of a reading activity to do that can go with one of these books, a writing activity that can go with one of these books, a math activity that can go with one of these books, and then a science or a social studies activity that can go with these books. That's 4 activities: reading, writing, math, and then science or social studies. Everything needs to be explained really, really well to the parents so they can just pull it open. If it really was a hands-on suitcase, pull out a little binder or a folder that says, "Hi parents, welcome to our Miss Hess's reading suitcase. The purpose of this is to do this and this and that. These are the activities I have for you. Read these books, do these activities." You are the one that knows, that has mastered this content. So the idea of knowing what is kindergarten appropriate or first grade appropriate, how to practice their language skills and their communication skills, you are the one that knows best, and so you are informing your parents. From that, so this is 50 points. From those 50 points, we are going to add 50 more points to that by creating a reading suitcase infomercial. What this is you are informing your parents, your grandparents, your superintendent, your principal, future employers of what a reading suitcase is. So you are going to tell your audience, which again is parents, principals, superintendents, the community, what is a reading suitcase? You're going to explain what it is. You're going to explain the purpose. Why did you as the teacher make this? You're going to explain the activity. So each one, you're going to say, read this book, do this activity, and explain to them how to do it as a parent. You're then going to explain the benefits. Why should they spend their time doing this? What are the benefits of doing this reading suitcase? I need for you to make sure that it is a professional quality. You do not want to put something up on the web that doesn't show that you are at the top of your game. You need to make sure that it includes information through visuals and text, that it has images, spoken word, text that they can read, music underneath the infomercial. Look at the commercials on TV. I want them to match that. Now, I don't know what type of computer you're using, and so you're going to have to choose whatever software works best with your computer. You also need to learn how to use that software, which means you might need to get on YouTube and figure some things out. But this is worth 50 points, just the commercial itself, and this is worth 50 points. You can look at the rubric, and it goes in there and it tells you, do you have a theme? Do you have clear directions, an explanation of activities, your 3 books with your pre-written questions, a reading, writing, math, science or social studies activity, and just for TaskStream's sake, you're going to put it into a PDF and submit it onto TaskStream. Again, on Friday, you're going to come to class with this ready to roll. Do not come to class with it submitted onto TaskStream because it might need corrections. On our final exam on Friday, peers will be testing, and you are going to bring me a computer, and it is going to have your infomercial on it. I'm just going to watch your infomercial. Your infomercial shall tell me everything about your reading suitcase. From there, you're going to take 2 paths. One path says, I'm going to grade this, and I guarantee you're going to get an A because it's that good. The other path, I'm going to hand it back to you and say, these are the things you need to work on, and then it's due 7 days from that Friday. You need to try again, and then we're going to try again. You're going to meet me in my office. You're going to come in and show me a different video. That's why I don't want you to put it on TaskStream just yet, because you might not be finished with it. I think that is it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Again, we'll talk about this in class a little bit, but I want you to know going into class, when we start breaking down language development of kindergartners, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, which one you kind of feel an interest in, and so you can make sure that you're getting the content you need to create this suitcase. Thanks, guys.